Hello, and welcome to Andrew's Tabletop Gaming. And today we have something new, something different, something that's not new, but new to me. So I've been collecting Marvel Champions since it came out, and 6 months ago, this beautiful box of stuff came out, and FFG severely underprinted it. So I was one of the people that got the shaft, didn't get the original print, and has had to wait 6 months, 6.5 months now, to get my hands on this. So I thought I would show you all what's in this box. You probably already all know, maybe not. Look at my lovely green Goblin mat as well. Oh my god, isn't it lovely? The texture, it's all lovely. So let's have a look and see what we get in the Rise of the Red Skull. I'll try not to, because this is a campaign for the game. Squeaky chair, apologies. So we have the Rise of Red Skull rulebook. Campaign mode rules. Scenario 1, 2. Don't read if you don't want. Oh look, some cartoony stuff. Very nice. Don't read if you don't want to get spoilers. Quick. Oh, some more artwork. Very cool. Very nice. All pretty sweet. Right. So, oh, and there's also a thing on the back to tell you what's going on in your campaign log. Nobody's ever going to use this, right? You're not going to write on this. It's crazy. No, nobody is. And you get this lovely piece of cardboard, brown on one side, white on the other, to use to send your mother a Mother's Day card on Mother's Day next year. And then we get a load of cards. We get a huge box for 6 packs, 5 packs of cards. So, lovely box. Let's go through the 2 new heroes. We have Spider-Woman and Hawkeye. Let's do Spider-Woman first. This is where I fail my intelligence tests trying to get into these, because for some reason they don't want to spend the extra pennies on putting the tab on them. I do have a pair of scissors somewhere. Let's do that. Scissors. Oh, it's coming handy. There we go. Twink. Just try not to cut any of them in half. And I'm still struggling. Okay, we're in, people. So, Spider-Woman. 1 thwart, 1 attack, 1 defense. Hero, Avenger, Spy, Superhuman Agility. Has an interrupt. When you play an aspect card, Spider-Woman gets +1 thwart, 1 thwart. +1 attack and +1 defense until the end of the round. Limit to once per round. That's very cool. And alter ego is Jessica Drew. She has 3 recovery. So if you flip down to Jessica Drew and then use her, you can give yourself 3 hit points. I'll take away 3 damage. So in Spider-Woman, she's got a hand size of 5 and 11 hit points. And as Jessica, she has a hand size of 6 and 11 hit points still. So Jessica Drew is a shield spy. Double agent. Choose 2 aspects instead of 1 during deck building. So normally you would only get to choose 1 of the aspects in the game. So justice or aggression, there's 2 others. But she gets to choose 2. Which obviously opens up a lot of different deck building questions. You must include an equal number of cards from those aspects in your deck. So that's obviously a restriction. So you can't just pick 2 of the best from one and then all the rest. Action. Look at the top card of any deck. Also pretty cool. So, Spider-Woman. So she has Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. There's one of her 15 character cards, hero cards. Captain Marvel, 2 thought, 2 attack, take 1 damage when you do it. Costs 4 to play. And she has 3 hit points. Response after Captain Marvel uses a basic power, draw a card. Very nice. Very cool. Finesse. Costs 2 to play. Hero resource. Exhaust Finesse. Generate a resource for an aspect card. Very nice. And so they would be upgrades. They are out on the table. You have to play them out on the table before you can use them. We have a support. Jessica Drew's apartment. Location. You only use this when you're in Alter Ego, which is Jessica Drew. Exhaust Jessica Drew's apartment. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for an aspect card and add it to your hand. Very, very cool. She has Venom Blast, deal 5 damage to an enemy. So we have Pheromones. So she has different aspects already built into her main 15 cards, so you'll always be playing with these. So self-propelled glide, ready Spider-Woman. She gains aerial until the end of the round. Inconspicuous, remove a total of 3 threat from among schemes in play, which is quite cool, especially for 1. Contaminant immunity, heal 3 damage from Spider-Woman and give her tough. Nice. And Pheromones. Hero action, stun and confuse an enemy. Right, so pretty sweet. And so that's her 15 cards you will be playing every game. And part of this deck we have Spider-Girl as an ally. Combat training, which we've seen before. Attack team. Action, exhaust attack team and remove 1 attack counter from it. Deal 2 damage. Press the advantage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If that enemy is stunned or confused, draw a card. Piercing strike. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. This attack gains piercing. We have Spider-Man as an ally as well. 2 thought, 2 attack, 4 health. Costs 5 to play out. It's quite expensive. After you play Spider-Man from your hand, remove 3 threat from a side scheme. Okay. Heroic Intuition is a one we've seen before. Skilled Investigator. Play under any player's control, max 1 per player. After a side scheme is defeated, exhaust Skilled Investigator, draw 1 card. Interrogation Room, max 1 per player. Response after you defeat a minion, exhaust Interrogation Room, remove 1 threat from the scheme. Clear the area. These are all justice. The yellow is justice. Clear the area. Hero action. Remove 2 threat from the scheme. If this removes the last threat on that scheme, draw a card. So there's a lot of draw card. And these are your energy cards to use to play the cards. So as you can see, 2 to play Spider-Girl. This actually is 2 energy. You can use any colour. And these are her treachery cards. Side scheme, so there's treachery, and certain loyalties is her obligation. These are the bad cards for them when this comes out. You may flip to alter ego mode and choose exhaust Jessica Drew. Place 3 threat on the main scheme. Hail Hydra. When revealed, each Hydra minion engaged with a hero attacks that hero. Each player who was not attacked this way searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion and puts it into play. Engage with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. And her minion is the Viper. So this is her enemy. While the Viper is engaged with you, your hand size is reduced by 1. Oh, that's nasty. So, and the Viper's ambition, when revealed, place an additional 1 per player threat here. So it's just something to get out of the way. And then you have the other minions, the Hydra regulars, which are just annoying little minions. Okay, so now let's take a look at Hawkeye. Hawkeye was one of the original support characters in the game, and one of the best ones. He used to shoot the enemies' minions as they came into play, which was always fun. But now he gets his own character. Yeah, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense, quick draw, action, exhaust Hawkeye, ready Hawkeye's bow. So we have a bow in this. So Hawkeye's bow. So you can only ever have 2 restricted cards per player. Okay, so this is a restricted card. Your hero gets +1 attack, and each of your arrow attacks gain ranged. So to go with his bow, he gets his quiver. You may play arrow events attached to this card as if they were in your hand. Hero action, exhaust Hawkeye's quiver, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an arrow event, and attach it face up to this card. I assume the other 4 would then go back into your deck and you would shuffle because you've searched your deck. We have Mockingbird. This is the second Mockingbird we've had in the game. 2 thwart, 2 attack, costs 3, 3 hit points. Interrupt when the villain initiates an attack against you. Spend 1 resource of any type and return Mockingbird to your hand. Prevent old. Wow. Yeah, pretty cool. She was called Blocking Bird the first time round, and this is probably even better. Obviously, you don't really want to do this on the first time you've got her down because you can do 2 thwart, 2 attack. Although, you know, if you've done 2 thwart and then you get smashed and you then spend a resource, get her back to your hand, block all that damage, not too shabby. So here we go with the arrows that you can stick in that quiver and on that bow. Sonic arrow, 2 cost, hero action, exhaust Hawkeye's bow, confuse an enemy and deal 3 damage to it. Very nice. We get 2 versions of that. We get explosive arrow, which is a 1 cost. Exhaust Hawkeye's bow, choose a player, deal 3 damage to the villain, and each minion engaged with that player. Wow, for a 1 cost, that is cool. We get 2 of those. We get electric arrow. Exhaust Hawkeye's bow, stun an enemy, and deal 3 damage to it. Very nice. We get 2 of those. Cable arrow. Exhaust Hawkeye's bow, remove 3 threat from a scheme, ignoring all crisis icons in play. Okay, so crisis icons, I think, means you have to deal with that threat first normally, but these get round to that. Okay, more arrows. Vibranium arrow. Exhaust Hawkeye's bow, deal 6 damage to an enemy for 2. This attack gains piercing. So very, very cool. And then we have an upgrade, which is a skill. Resource, cost 1. Exhaust Expert Marksman, generate a resource for an arrow event. Nice. And we get 2 of those, so we can do 2. Oh, we get, and he also gets Hawkeye, the female version, Kate Bishop. So exhaust this ally and discard 1 card from your hand. Deal X damage to an enemy, where X is the number of printed resources on that card. Okay. So normally the maximum is 2 in your deck, which is these here. So that's a 2 damage attack for discarding that card. Yeah, I'm not sure we'll be doing that very often. We get Black Knight, Goliath, US Agent, and then we have the leadership cards in this deck. A lot of them we've seen previously. We get some more allies, War Machine, the support Avengers Tower, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and then we get his obligation, which is Criminal Past. We get his enemy, which is Crossfire, Quick Strike, Crossfire attacks, gain piercing. I think Quick Strike means as soon as he comes in, he attacks well, Hawkeye in this situation. And we have Marked for Death. When revealed, the Clint Barton player searches their hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for Mockingbird, and places her face up beneath this card. When this stage is defeated, return Mockingbird to their owner's hand. So we get the Crossfire Rifle, which could go on Crossfire. And we get 2 treachery cards called Sniper Shot. When revealed, place 3 threat on the main scheme. If you're in Alter Ego, deal 3 damage to your hero. Okay, yeah, I didn't really go through Hawkeye's Alter Ego, which it mentioned. Clint Barton, again, it's got 3 recovery when you're in there. Weapon of choice, spend 1 resource of any type, search your deck and discard pile for Hawkeye's bow, and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Yeah, so this is basically just you need your bow, because if you haven't got your bow, why are we playing Hawkeye? So yeah, pretty cool that you can just go and get it. And that's the 2 heroes in this box. Both seem pretty cool, awesome. I'm going to try and get this to the table maybe tonight. We were talking about having a few games tonight, so maybe get this to the table tonight. But yeah, I can't wait to play both of those characters. And then we have the 3 packs. As you can see, Hydra Hunter, Crossbones Master Strategist. I'm not going to go through these. I don't want to give any of the sort of campaign stuff away. I know it's been out for 6 months, but a lot of people have not played it yet, including myself. So I don't really want to give anything away to myself. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more Marvel Champions content in the future, I do have some other stuff just sat to the side of me that I want to show off. But it all depends on how successful these videos are. So give it a thumbs up, join the channel, subscribe. The more thumbs up, the more likely I am to do more Marvel Champions in the future. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.